we got a chance to see Juri revealed in Street Fighter 6 at EVO 2022, and if y'all know me, y'all know I'm hyped. On the channel, you might have seen my reaction to the trailer, as well as a review of the PlayStation blog going over a few things about how she plays and a few of her mechanics. But that was just a taste. Today, we're going to go over everything about Juri that we know as of right now. Let's go over this video that we have from the PlayStation blog first. Now, we know that we no longer have to store Fuhajin to actually get the release. Now, if you store it, you get extra juggles and you get more damage, but you don't need to actually store them to get the move. So if we see in this here, she throws the light, she throws the medium, she throws the heavy. Now, you might be saying, Kail, well, how do you know that they don't have the store? Well, take note of the trail effects here. We have the black and white, usually what we have in Street Fighter V. Now, once she hits the heavy one, that's the same thing as Street Fighter V, the fireball, the axe kick, and the ender. Now, she's going to store, right? Look at her feet. Her feet is now infused. You see the purple key. And now the heavy ender hits twice. So if we look at the heavy ender first, see, it only hits once. But once she stores, she now gets 2 hits, and we see the purple trails. So that will be the indication. So you see it gets powered up. And if we look further, she no longer has a key around her foot, which dictates that the store is gone. She stores once, she stores twice. It doesn't look like there's any extra indication that she has 2 stores. It might be on the UI. And now she's able to do heavy into medium. And that is only doable because she has both of the stores. Next thing that we see is the dive kick, Shiksen. So we have just the dive kick, and then I'm assuming you can follow up with more attacks, kind of like in Street Fighter 4. So that's all that we needed to see from the PlayStation blog to really understand what we're looking at in the trailer. Now, I'm going to play this. We're going to stop here and there. I'm going to play it with the music off. However, we're going to go over everything that we see. It looks like Juri has this color scheme of black, white, purple, and like this like ocean blue. I don't know the name of it. Now, usually, I am not a fan of this color, but I think together, this is fire. So we have a black screen here, and it cuts to this scene here. I think this is what we are gonna see when the match starts. I think we're gonna have the foot go up, and then the let's play. So gameplay-wise, what we're gonna take note of here, this is her standing hard punch. Same thing as Street Fighter 4, same thing as Street Fighter 5. That is her standing hard kick. I'm assuming it's gonna still be standing hard kick. It's always been the input for it. Same thing as both those games, pretty straightforward. This, however, is her standing close medium kick from Street Fighter 4. I don't know if this will be a command or if they're just getting rid of the standing medium kick from Street Fighter 5. Now, it seems like they didn't like this normal in Street Fighter 4 because she did a small hop off the ground, which made her unthrowable. So they changed it so that standing medium kick in Street Fighter 5 does not give her the same functionality. I took a look at this off screen a few times, and I didn't see that there was any hop. It looks like she has a hop at the start. She comes forward. Let me see if I can slow this down. And this is the reason why I didn't want to put it in with the music on, so that we can slow it down and take a look. It looks like there's a small hop on the back foot. Let's actually slow it down even more. And this is important because I doubt that they would add this in the game, but Street Fighter 4, this was a great throw bait. So it looks like there's a very small hop at the start. See? Right there. He hops. And I don't think that will be unthrowable. I will be shocked if it is. But looks like it's a far normal. And it looks like the medium kick that we know from Street Fighter 5 is going to be gone. So rip the God button. So here, this is important, right? We have her standing close medium punch from Street Fighter 4 and her standing medium punch from Street Fighter 5, to which she goes into a target combo. I don't recognize this normal here. I'm wondering if this is a command normal, right? So maybe the target combo is going to be medium punch, forward medium kick into forward hard kick. Maybe it'll have some kind of command here, but those normals we really don't recognize, so they might be specific just for the target combo. This is her taunt. Amazing. This is the Juri that we want. I'm hoping, as a side note, that we have more taunts. I want to see more taunts, more personalities with all the characters. All right. So here is her crouching medium kick. And once again, we are adjusting her animation. This is like her crouching medium kick from Street Fighter 4. Not really, but kind of. Has decent reach, but she goes into her heavy Fuhajin. Important to note, this is without a store. We can tell that because, one, the effects have no purple, and it only hit once. So this here is her standing hard punch. This is very important. I've been talking to Cayman about this. You might have seen Cayman in my Juri interview video. Awesome guy, great mind. Juri goes straight into store. Now, I don't know if this is store. Actually, it is. Okay, so we can see it here. It's kind of hard to see, right? I mean, let's go frame by frame. We can tell that this is store, but this store has a different property. Because if you look, she moves forward a lot. So you see the hop forward? She hops forward a lot. The animations are so gorgeous. So this is the hard punch. She cancels that into what I'm assuming is like a heavy store, because this causes a launcher, right? This causes a launcher, but most importantly, hard to see, but you can see. Actually, no, you can't. Huh. She didn't get the aura around her foot, which tells me this is not a store. Huh. Because then after that, she goes into pinwheel. But this is important to note. Just like the other video, she doesn't have the purple aura around her foot. I don't think this is a store. I'm wondering if this is maybe light pinwheel now. Her far medium punch from Street Fighter 4. I'm assuming this is going to be a command normal. So this is good and bad. This is good because this move has great range. And it goes also into her Fuhajin. Her Fuhajin, excuse me, right? And you can tell. Wait. I can't see the aura around her feet. Did she actually have that stock? Huh. So when she stores, she immediately... You can see the purple around her foot even at this point here, right? And she does a snatch back. And that's the same animation. Why was she able to have that? So why did she get the stored Fuhajin? She doesn't have the store. Huh. So in this case, I actually don't know. I'm wondering if there is some kind of extra mechanic where she can get the stored options some other way. Because she shouldn't have that. She uses that, and then she uses that. So maybe... Is her eye on? If her eye is glowing, maybe under... Her eye is not glowing. And there's no aura. So I'm very curious why this was a thing. I'm wondering if this is just trickery in the edit. Because again, she should not have the 2-hit on the heavy. Or be able to chain it. This move here is her hard kick. So it's probably a back hard kick like in Street Fighter 5. What's interesting to note about this, it's still 2 hits, but she's also able to cancel the second hit into an OD EX Fuhajin. Now, Street Fighter 5, she only had 1 EX Fuhajin. Street Fighter 4, she had 3. I'm really hoping she actually has 3 and we only see the 1. But if you look, this is the heavy. This is the medium. So I'm assuming the EX still only has 1 means. because it shows all 3 of her Fuhajins in that way. So this is actually super duper duper important. Not many people caught this, right? This is very, very, very important. Street Fighter 4, she had something called instant overheads, right? So you can see that she's actually going up in the air. It's not her going down. She's not jumping and landing. She's going up and hitting an instant medium punch, to which she then can go and do a dive kick. What this means is that you can get big damage off of if a person's going to go for a throw, anything like that, right? So if they go for a throw, you can actually instant air jump strong and then do a dive kick and go into big damage, right? The EX also adds a float, which then she uses an unstored heavy Fuha, which is cool. Now, this is what we are assuming is her feng shui engine. Now, the reason why it's tough to tell is because we're not sure if this is her feng shui engine or this is her level 1. The reason why I say that is because a few things happen. I don't think these 2 scenes are connected. It looks like there is some editing here. So the edit point looks like it's coming up here, because she's immediately going to go into a dash, right? So this dash has a hitbox, which is very interesting. This dash has a hitbox. I'm assuming this could possibly be Kasatushu, her V skill 1 from Street Fighter 5. Maybe it's its own command, so like a quarter circle back. And then you could use the hit stun off of that to go straight into the feng shui links. Or what this could be also is her level 1 starts up, and then the dash travels forward and then goes into the sequence here. Maybe that is not a feng shui combo. Maybe this is just a level 1 that just does a chain of attacks. However, if you do look at her eye is glowing. So I'm assuming she does have her feng shui engine. So maybe that is the case. So if I had to take a guess, my assumption is she has a move where she can do the dash, kind of like Street Fighter 5, but puts you in enough block stun where you can cancel. I'm sorry, it puts you in enough hit stun so that you can cancel to do a string. And here she does her crouching medium kick, and then she cancels that, the crouching hard punch. Crouching hard punch is a move that is coming back from Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. Now, I want to take note of how high up that crouching hard punch goes. This is going to be a very good anti-air. But something that I wanted is I wanted to be able to jump cancel the crouching fierce. Now, I don't know if the crouching fierce were able to jump cancel outside of feng shui engine, or if it's feng shui engine only. Either way, it's pretty cool. So then they jump cancel and they go into jumping strong, jumping medium punch, into jumping medium kick. This is going to be her cross up probably. So I'm hoping she has that split kick from Street Fighter 4. But this is something very important to note. In Street Fighter 5, when you do an air combo, you can only do light, medium, or heavy, or do medium to heavy. You cannot go backwards, and you can only use one of each strength. Here, we have a jumping strong, so a medium, and then we have a jumping medium kick, which is also a medium. So I'm assuming that that restriction is gone, which technically, in theory, probably will mean we're able to do light, medium, heavy inside of feng shui engine. Now, if there's any kind of gauge that we don't know yet, the UI is turned off, but that's pretty cool. What's nice also is that she actually, you know what? I wonder if this is her hard kick. It's possible that this is her hard kick. That definitely is possible. It looks like her medium kick because her medium kick goes straight out. However, it could be the hard kick. What's interesting is that you're able to cancel into dive kick and get the full juggle. This is her DI. Nothing really to say here. Of course, the animations are gorgeous. They clash, and then she comes over with the DI. Kind of reminiscent to her focused attack in Street Fighter 4. Instead of her coming over the top, she kind of does come over the top, right? And then she goes straight into her I'm assuming, her Kaizen Dankaidaku. So, there's a lot of stuff here. Right? She grabs at her eye, kind of the same way. So all the power is forming into her eye, which means super speed, super strength, all that jazz, right? She does a kick, spin kick up, launches. And there's no functionality that I want to go over. I just want to look at all the small stills. You get jumped, you get bounced in the air, and you see there's all these like carefree, thrill seeker angles, right? All these really small angles. Like a horror villain. To which she does the spike down, and you see these like angles of just pure like bliss, and her eye is just going completely crazy. She kicks down, and one thing to note, I love this so much. And if you don't drop the speed, you don't see the small touches that this game is just excellent with, right? She knocks you down, she charges, right? But watch, there's a few frames, right? Where you see her tongue is out. Like the bliss. Oh, that's so cool. And her eyes are small. And if you don't know, the characterization of manically crazy people is really small irises, right? She flows through. She reaches, and just watch the Snapchat, right? She gets there, eye blazing, snaps up, looks at her prey. Nice smile. Kick to catch. Doesn't even wait like Street Fighter 4. Throws down, right? And again, we see the small angles, the small moments of character. But then we see the piece la resistance. Getting close and personal. Touching your opponent's face. That evilness. And then the kick away. She takes a photo of her opponent. All right? He looks at it. He sits on them. The lollipop. Bliss. She finally sees the photo of her victim, and then she laughs out. But one thing that you might have missed, I'm going to play this again, because, you know, this is great, and we love Juri.
Such a lovely face.
I want you to hear her quote after this.
Stop, kid. You're killing me here.
Stop, kid. You're killing me here.
And only one of us is allowed to do the killing.
And only one of us is allowed to do the killing. So, we've gone over all the normals and the specials that we have seen so far. What is your favorite? What are you most hyped for? I have a few questions that I need answered. One of which is how her store mechanic completely works, because there was a few times in which we saw stores go off without we saw the releases without the stores. So here we see that's no store. This, I don't know if this is a DP. I don't know if this is a store. It looks like a store, but she doesn't get the animation she doesn't get the aura around her foot. Because if you watch her foot, she snatches back. She should have some kind of animation. She should have some kind of aura. And here, there's no aura at all. And then she's able to get the stored heavy Fuhajin. So I don't know. That's actually a very, very, very big point. And the thing that I'm most curious about is going to be this dash here. I need to know, maybe Feng Shui Engine forces you to dash right after. But the reason why I think that there's some kind of editing trickery is that she does a dash right after. I have a feeling that if this was part of the animation, she would start the dash during the animation. So if she popped Feng Shui Engine and she was forced to dash after, I have a feeling that they would have shown it here, but they don't. So I'm wondering if this is just a move that she has, like Kasatushu, quarter circle back, and then she does a dash forward. This could be like the medium version. The light one, the medium goes back, the heavy goes up, like Street Fighter 4. That would be super cool to see. And maybe under Feng Shui Engine, it has a hitbox. And that is all we got about Juri. I know it's not much. However, highlighting her normals is very, very cool, because there's some normals that we haven't seen since Street Fighter 4. Her medium kick, her far strong, all those things. It's her dive kick. She has Fuhajin back. It's just, I'm really excited to see this nice mixture of Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. And if you want to see my tearful reaction to Street Fighter 6's Juri reveal, I have the video on screen right over here. Have fun. I'll see you guys over there. We'll see you soon.